How to invest in the United States real estate market. Hey everybody, I'm Fabian Calvo, founder and president of the real estate investment firm, The Note House, creator of the Resourceful Real Estate Academy. And in this video, I'm talking to Canadians, Europeans, investors in China, all over the world about what are the pitfalls, what to look for when investing in the United States. First, let me say that there's a lot of people out there that are perpetuating the narrative that the U.S. economy is in a recovery. Well, if you look at the numbers, you can make that argument, but one needs to understand any investment in the U.S., you must know that all major asset classes in the U.S., whether the stock market, gold and silver, or the economy, is massively manipulated. How is it manipulated? It's manipulated by America's central bank, the Federal Reserve, that in essence is printing massive amounts of money to flood the housing market with cheap lines of credit to a lot of hedge funds through a lot of big banks to buy up a lot of real estate. And that's why you're seeing prices in many metro markets increase from Detroit to Phoenix to Tampa to Los Angeles. In fact, in some markets, prices have gone back to post or pre-bubble prices or pre-collapse bubbles. So I would suggest that any market that you're investing in, that you really know the data. Who's leading that market? Is it hedge funds and institutional buyers, cash buyers that are leading that market? If that's the case, well, you definitely need to keep track of where that money's going and how it's flowing into the market. And I'll give you an example. About 7 months ago, I put out a micro documentary titled House of Cards, Real Estate's Big Secret. And it details how in most of these major markets, a lot of hedge funds, private equity firms are buying up 50 to 75% of all real estate transactions. In fact, in the last month, a major newspaper publication in the Tampa Bay area, Tampa, Florida, came out and saying that in Tampa, 63% of all home sales were cash sales. This pales in comparison to what they were in 2008 and 2004. They were much less, in some cases 70% less cash. So now the big money cash investors are buying. If you're buying in the market that has that many cash investors, you definitely want to keep note of when those people begin to sell their properties. I believe that after the midterm election, the U.S. government will begin to once again start government-backed no money down loans, meaning that the consumer or the home buyer with poor credit, no credit, a bankruptcy, whatever it may be, will be able to qualify for a home loan. So what these hedge funds are seeking to do is they're seeking to unload all these properties that they've bought in the last 3 years to these qualified, or I use that word very loosely, to these buyers that have been qualified for, in essence, government loans or government-backed loans, government-insured loans. And if you're in that market, you need to watch that very closely, because those are the types of things where all of a sudden you could have a ton of inventory being sold, and before you know it, prices begin to decline big time because all the people that were buying up properties to have those properties boost in prices, now they're getting out of the market. So that's one thing. The other thing, if you're going to be an absentee owner and buy real estate from another country, living in another country, you definitely want to make sure you have the right team in place. Do they have the proper track record? Keep in mind that 90%, in my personal opinion, my humble personal opinion, 90% of most real estate agents in America are absolutely dreadful, meaning they don't work with real estate investors, they have no property management skills, and furthermore, they close only 1 or 2 different transactions a year, meaning they only do 1 or 2 sales a year. You want to make sure you're working with somebody who has experience dealing with investors, has good, reputable property management contacts that will allow you to be able to buy the property, rehab it, rent it, or buy it and be able to turn around and sell it to some other investors that particular agent is working with. So the team you build is very important. Lastly, be very cognizant of how you buy these properties. Do you buy them with a quitclaim deed? Do you buy them with a warranty deed? Know the difference and make sure that you're dealing with a reputable title company that can explain those differences to you, because that's very important. I see a lot of foreign buyers buying properties that have back taxes, Maybe they might pay, $50,000 for a property. They think it's a great deal. Then they come to find out the property has $12,000 worth of taxes, multiple liens that total tens of thousands of dollars. You could avoid all of this by doing a simple title search from a reputable title company. It'll set you back anywhere from $50 to $150, but it's a very good way of protecting your investment. One other point that I want to stress is a property manager. If you decide to rehab and rent, know that again, most contractors in America are unreliable, meaning that if they think that you're, in another country, they will charge you more, they will, not do a good work. So that's not for everybody. So make sure that you use sites like Angie's List or, again, reputable contacts that can help you with this. Of course, my company, the NoteHouse.us, is a full-service company. We basically place investor money. If you have money to invest, you want to get into the distressed real estate market in the U.S., we set that all up for you. We manage the portfolio, and you just collect your monthly checks, and your returns many times are anywhere from 10 to 14%, which would almost be the same if you actually were an owner on title. We'll provide you the same exact returns. Sometimes we also give small ownership positions as well in these deals. But you could contact me directly at Fabian@thenotehouse.us. I hope this video has been really informative on how to invest in the United States real estate market. I'm Fabian Calvo. Thanks for watching. Check out thenotehouse.us for more information. I'm out.